Yeah, I wanted to start talking when it reaches at least three because in the beginning it tends to cut me off. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my tubies, my TikTokers, and my Twitters. SheilaTruelove with you this fine Saturday morning, loving you, adoring you, and yes, it's going to be a great day. What we're going to talk about is why older men prefer much younger women. And we're going to hear from your friend and mine. Don't forget to just eat the meat and throw away the bones. Yes, that's right. Your friend of mine, Jesse Jackson. Derek Jackson. Hold on, babies. Let me put this speaker on so it'll be loud enough.
Powering on.
So you are hearing. I put it right here.
Battery
So.
is full.
Thank you.
Ready to pair.
Okay, then. I'm having fun this morning. Let me have my coffee. My son and I are going to have a good time today. When he gets here usually at 12, so I try to pop out these videos real quick.
The dudes who are like 45, 50 years old who refuse to date women their age, they don't do so because they prefer young women and how they look. Because let's be real, it's a lot of 40-something-year-old women that'll give these 20-something-year-old girls a run for their money. But it's because of the mental aspect. Like, as a guy gets older, one who wants to play games, by the way, who's like 40-something, 50 years old, he remembers it being easier to play those games whenever he was like 20. Because women in that age group, they're more on hope than they are experience. But experience is the best teacher. So as he gets older, he's trying to dig his age. They're like, no, 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 no. I've seen your time before. Like, I've lived the proof that you're here to waste my time, and I ain't going. So now he gonna go out here talking about how he prefers younger women because older women his age are full of baggage and they're bitter. But it's like, nah, they ain't full of baggage and bitter. They have a BS detector, so they're harder to manipulate. And manipulative men don't like. There's a lot of dudes who are like 45, 50 years old who refuse to date women their age. They don't do so because they prefer young women and how they look. Because let's be
Well, like he said, let's be real, sweetheart. We have a BS detector. Women who are more seasoned, more refined, and we are definitely much more polished. And you have a lot of women, these younger women who they haven't been through very much in life. So, of course, they can't recognize the red flags as quickly as women who are so much more seasoned and who have so much more experience. But a lot of times, you have a lot of these women who will take these dudes, take them for their money, use them to make a come up, and then they will just leave these clowns. And what they do with these men's money is they use it to support the guy who's closer to her age. She's taking care of him, helping him to make a come up with his money. Okay? That's what he gets for being a predator and a pervert, because that's what they are. And as for people who are saying that age is nothing but a number, no, sweetheart, it's so much more than that. I've done the research. Let me see here. I have the notes. Age is so much more than just a number. Well, just for starters, if it's just a number, why do they have um hold on a minute. Those who say that age is nothing but a number, yeah. Gel, age is nothing but a number, and gel ain't nothing but a cell. How about that, pervs? Anyway, age matters, and age is not just a number. I took notes on this. That's why they have geriatrics and they have pediatrics. If age is just a number, why do people, men and women both, why do people lie about their age? If age is just a number, then why do people keep track of their birthdays? If age is just a number, why do you have to be 18 years old to vote and you have to be 21 years to drink? Remember, age is just a number, supposedly. That's such a lie. It used to be you had to be 19, but then they raised it to 21. Why is the legal age of consent to have sex 17? You have to be 17 and older. even though 17 is still too young, because your prefrontal cortex of your brain don't fully develop until you're between the age of 24 and 25. And even then, when you hit 25, you're still not mature enough to make the best decisions. Why do you think Jesus Christ got baptized at 30? If age is just a number, sure his prefrontal cortex was fully developed and he was a full grown man. 30. Okay? And if age is just a number, why do older people have a harder time finding employment? Also, men have to realize that their private parts, their eggplant, it has an explanation date, explanation. Can you explain this? Whatever. But Sheila, you too much, girl, this morning. But they have an expiration date. And we damn near need an explanation. They're not going to be able to be as spontaneous as they used to be, or they're not going to be able to keep up with their partners like they used to. You know how you just want to be spontaneous, just like all of a sudden you want to make it happen and pop off? You don't need to wait for somebody to pop a pill, a pump, injections, a penis ring, eggplant rings you got to put on. So much for spontaneity. So age is not just a number, okay? Once these men get into their 40s and their 50s and ups, they're going to need pills, pumps, injections, penis rings, and whatever else they can think of to get the penis up or whatever, to get it up, have to get a halfway decent erection. And God knows they're going to have to do even so much more to try to keep it up. But they want to sit around and put pressure on women because women looks may change or their body may change or she put on some weight. You never know what a woman is going through. It could be her thyroid. She could have went through a hysterectomy. She could have went through all kind of hormonal situations. But they want to try to get cute on our time and try to put pressure on us. Whatever, child. Again, like I said, spontaneity. When these men get old, kiss spontaneity. Bye-bye. No, we can't just pull over in the car and I want to just make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Take you to the promised land briefly, or I just rolled over, or I just called you up. I just want to make this happen. If your girl wants to roll over or pull over to the side of the road and get a little freaky, she's going to have to wait until your pill kicks in or you take an injection. We have to whip out the penis pump and we have to hurry up and put that penis ring so you can keep it up and try to maintain it. But you got the nerve to want to talk about women with wigs, weaves, makeup. She got fat. Really? Your eggplant is your God, and your God in time fails you. Anyway, did you also know? Okay, and when I make this point now, as they get older, 40, 50, and a younger man, check me out, listen to me, and listen to a girl who experienced it not too long ago, child. A younger man, he will salute. And you know what I mean by salute? Raise to the occasion immediately. So stop saying that age is just a number because it's so much more than just a number. Also, did you know that babies born to older men, they carry higher risk of having genetic problems? And this is a study that was done in the USA. A French and USA study showed that male infertility shoots up after the age of 40. Not only does the lower quality of older men's sperm it lowers the quality of their sperm. It's no longer like that A plus, that grade A. It's low. The quality of the sperm is also depleted. But you want to still go around putting pressure on women. Really? Really? Please. Anyway, it also makes it more likely that babies have genetic abnormalities. Research finds that sperm quality drops. Genetic problems rise as men age. So don't just say it's women once she hits 40. Oh, I want a woman who's very firm. No. You see all of this schizophrenia, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, dwarfism. There's so many other things like schizophrenia. Oh, there's a long list of genetic diseases that occur in offsprings. Sometimes it don't show immediately, like schizophrenia. A person may not know they have it until they're like 18, 19. A lot of people didn't know that they were bipolar until they were later on in years diagnosed later. And I almost could, that's the quality of the sperm. Majority of those people who have these issues, who was your daddy when your mom became pregnant with you? Was he 40 years old and up? The next problems, it rises as men age. Kids of older fathers are likelier to have genetic ailments. Scientists have found solid evidence that older men have more random mutations in their sperm cells. So now what's about age is just a number? Mm-mm. They have to keep in mind also that your penis have an expiration date, whereas women, we can go on and on like the energized bunny indefinitely. She may have a little vaginal dryness, honey, but you have younger women who have vaginal dryness. So you say that to say what? Exactly. Help me understand. So the next time you want to sit around and try to criticize women, think twice. Because you're going to get up there in age, buddy boy. You even have younger dudes who are sitting up here on Viagra. Really? In your 30s? 20s? You have women who are complaining that they're living in sexless marriages. Just check it out on Facebook. Because dude can't perform. And still to this day don't understand how is it that men feel justified having 2 or 3 women. Women should have 2 or 3 men because we can bust all of you out and still keep going. You take one at a time, and once it's you rock it off, you gotta wait, recharge, rebuild. If you're younger, it might take a couple of minutes. As you get older, it's going to take hours and even days. Whereas a woman, she could take care of you, you, you. So the purpose of you having more than one woman is if she wants to have children. You're talking about children. The world is overpopulated already. We have more than enough children. You have men who are crying about child support payments. The last thing they want is more children. So it's the only reason why it's you want to sit here and say we can have more than one woman. Baby, please, you can't even take care of one woman. You can't even take care of one. We can take care of, oh, child, please. Need I say more? So when you want to sit here and say age don't matter, and let me close again with why these men really want younger women.
There's a lot of 40-something-year-old women. A lot of dudes who are like 45, 50 years old who refuse to date women their age. They don't do so because they prefer young women and how they look. Because let's be real, it's a lot of 40-something-year-old women that'll give these 20-something-year-old girls a run for their money. But it's because of the mental aspect. Like as a guy gets older, one who wants to play games, by the way, who's like 40-something, 50 years old, he remembers it being easier to play those games whenever he was like 20 because women in that age group more on hope than they are experience. But experience is the best teacher. So as he gets older, he's trying to date women his age. And he's like, no, 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 no. Seen your kind before. Like I've lived the proof that you're here to waste my time, and I ain't going. So now he gonna go out here talking about how he prefers younger women because older women his age are full of baggage and they're bitter. And it's like, nah, they ain't full of baggage and bitter. They have a BS detector, so they're harder to manipulate. And manipulative men don't like.
Thank
The
you.
truth is, a lot of dudes who are like,
And the man has spoken. Whether he practiced what he preached, that's not what's important here. The message is what's important. I rest my case. Have a great day, darling, because guess what? Jesus Christ, know I will. Bye, my darlings.